So, Jesse, the judge said the presence was waived for Trump, so he has to be in appearance for the future proceedings. Prosecutors tried to set a date of January 2024 for a trial. The defense said that was aggressive. Which is it?
I don't think we're seeing a trial in January 2024. Typically, let's be clear. Trials can sometimes happen in New York within a year, but they can be pushed back for a number of different reasons, especially if you have very good lawyers and you make a significant amount of legal challenges. Money is not a problem for Donald Trump. He doesn't care so much about his legal expenses, so he's going to hit every challenge that he can. But look, I think this also becomes a complicated question based on if Donald Trump faces any other charges in any other cases that might mess things up or change the scheduling in any which way. I think it's an optimistic goal for January 2024, but I also think that it's a little too soon.
Well, you bring up other cases. You got to talk about Georgia. You got to talk about the classified documents. It's back to the drawing table, essentially, now that they have a little more information for the Trump legal team. How does this case impact those other cases?
Well, I'll tell you, number one, if this was, let's say, a case where this trial goes to trial in 6 months, and we talk about a 5-week trial and Trump is ultimately convicted, if he's then brought up on other charges in another trial and he's found guilty in that separate case, he's now a convicted felon, and that could be important in terms of sentencing. I think the most immediate factor is scheduling. And it's going to be a coordination between prosecutors about which case goes first. And is there going to be information that is revealed during the course of one case that might be helpful to prosecutors in another case? But directly speaking, if you're talking about hush money payments here, it might not have a direct connection with the document investigation by Jack Smith or the Georgia election interference case. What it does do is create a headache for former President Donald Trump, especially as he's campaigning right now for a second term.
And if found guilty, he can still proceed on that presidential campaign. Boy, there's a lot to chew on here. Jesse, thank you for that. We're going to take a quick break, get back to our breaking news throughout the hour. Right now, former President Trump is en route back to Florida and Mar-a-Lago, where he will address the nation after being indicted on Friday, arrested and booked today in an arraignment in a New York courtroom. We're back in a moment. Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.